Recording.
Okay, you have your calculator with you, correct? Okay, start doing it. Are y'all doing it?
Yes, Miss.
Yes. Are you okay? Can I go through with you? Okay, can I go through with you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so find the domain. So I'm going to go through with you. Okay. Zafan, tell me how to get the domain for fx. Zafan?
Safwan or Zarfan?
Huh?
Oh, Zarfan. Okay, sorry.
Zarfan 9. Niam. Am I right? Yes, Zafan. Can you give me idea how to find the domain? Hurry up. Hello, young man.
Hello, Miss.
Yeah.
So x plus 3,
Okay, x plus 3. What next? Faster.
x plus 3 is not equal to 0.
X plus 3 not equal to 0. Okay, so next.
So then x is not equals to -3.
So how should I write?
So the domain is equals to bracket x x
X is a member, real number.
yeah, and x is not equals to -3.
Okay, so that is a domain. Okay, then part B. Okay, next person. Wow, who is missing from the class again? Thaddeus. Thaddeus, then how to state the equation of vertical asymptote?
S equal to -3.
Yeah, so the vertical asymptote, write properly, okay, is x equal to -3. Okay, then part C.
Wait, Miss, it's x equal to -3?
Yeah, vertical
Yeah.
asymptote ma.
Yeah.
X cannot domain, X cannot be -3. So that X equal to -3 is the vertical asymptote. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so let's go for C. Tan Jia-sin. How to draw the sign diagram now? Give me step by step.
Find the x-intercept.
Find the x-intercept. Okay, so what is the x-intercept?
2/3.
So that means I say fx equal to 0, correct?
Yes.
So I have my x equal to 2/3. Okay, so after that,
Draw the range.
draw the x-axis. So I put the fx here to tell people that this is the fx sign diagram. So next, what must I do?
Plot -3 and 2/3.
Mark -3 and 2/3. Did I mark it correctly?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Straight line.
Yeah, it has to be dotted line.
Which one have to be dotted?
Minus -3
Why -3 have to be dotted?
because it does not equal to 0.
Because it's not part of the domain. Am I right? Yeah. So you have to be very careful. Exam. if you do wrongly, you see, if this one you didn't mark dotted line, I straight away give you 0 already for the marking. Usually sign diagram for your quiz, I will give you 2 marks. Okay, you mark the point correctly, 1 mark. Okay, on the sign diagram. If you don't have dotted line, straight away your 1 mark gone. There's no such thing as half mark. Okay, then next, how?
The numbers to find the
Sign. Yeah, so can you tell me the sign from right to left?
positive, negative, positive.
Okay, so everyone, you are very familiar how to do a sign diagram already, Anyone in this class still not sure? Okay, so that means now, now part D. I want to sketch the graph, all right? So what should I do? I want to sketch the graph. Because when I ask you to sketch a graph, you have to transfer from the graphic calculator onto the paper, correct? Okay, so what should I do on the paper first? Okay, I'm going to ask next person. Shafika. Is it? Shafika Hanani. Yeah. So what should I do?
Find the vertical asymptote.
Find the vertical asymptote. Vertical asymptote is there already. What should I do before I use my calculator to sketch? I must get ready so that when the graphic calculator give me, then I can put it in. Okay, I want Shafika to answer me.
I'll find the maximum point.
Where got maximum point? Shafika, if you look at yesterday, Miss Lo said from the sign diagram, I can get ready the axis, correct?
Yes.
So I get ready the axis. So what should I do now? Okay, Shafika, you tell me from the sign diagram. There are 2 important things. I must mark it down first before I go to my calculator. That's it. Shafika?
Yes.
Yeah, I need your help.
Put the x-intercept.
Okay, put the x-intercept. You see whether I put it correctly or not? Did I put it correctly?
Yes.
Okay, then after that? Shafika?
Yes. And then you
The rest of the class be patient. If I do it's too fast. Now I go slow. I let your friend do. Yes, then what should I put the what?
put the asymptote.
What asymptote? What asymptote?
-3. Vertical asymptote.
Okay, -3. So should I put it full line or dotted line?
Dotted line.
Dotted line. Right? Okay, after I put the dotted line, then how? I go to my calculator.
And then you sketch the shape of the graph.
Okay. So sketch the shape of the graph. So do you all get the shape of the graph?
Yes.
So you see whether I do it correctly or not, huh? Is my graph correct?
Yes.
Okay. So for this one, I know there is no turning point. So that's why I didn't ask you to find the
Teacher, I think mine is wrong. My it's sort of the same, but it says the x is -1 and my y is -5/2.
What do you mean by your y is -5/2? Your
It
y
says,
intercept. Your y intercept.
yeah, my cross trace, it came out as x -1 and y -5/2. Did I do something wrong?
What do you mean?
Because
I don't get you. I don't get you. Can you please tell me what did you do? I don't get you.
I typed in y equals the fraction. Then I went to trace.
Why you want to trace?
No need to trace.
Why you need to trace? When you say second trace, you are trying to find the value. You are not finding any value.
Oh,
So
right.
how do you sketch the graph? May I know? Can you tell me start from the very beginning? You key in the function. Okay,
Yes.
then next.
You go out, second, then quit.
Why you need to go out? I want to sketch the graph. Why I need to go out? When you want to sketch the graph, the procedure is like that. Key in.
Okay, got it.
Okay, then second step, you can either go to window, or if you don't want to go to window, okay, you can go to window. There's two options. Or second step, you can go straight away to zoom. You select zoom standard.
6.
You can do that also.
Oh, I got it.
If you don't want, you go to window, you set your X minimum. Okay, in this case, what is your X minimum you are going to set? Because the vertical asymptote is -3. So I set as negative, maybe -10. Then
Okay.
my X maximum,
It's
I
10.
set as 5.
Oh.
Then only I go third step, go to zoom. I do a zoom fit. So you see or not? So it's your option. Okay, good. So you got the graph, all right?
Yeah, got it.
So from this graph, it looked to me like the graph doesn't pass through this boundary, correct? The two graphs. Am I right? There's a green line. So what is the name of the green line? Green dotted line.
The no.
The what?
Horizontal asymptote.
Okay, horizontal asymptote. Good. That is what part E all about. Am I right?
Right.
So part E, how to find the horizontal asymptote. See who is the lucky one, okay? Just now we, Shivani. Shivani? Shivani, where are you?
Hello.
Yes. Yeah, tell me so how to find horizontal asymptote. You have to do some study, correct? You have to see how the graph go to this side, the X. Then you have to see when X go to this side.
Yeah.
What happened to your fx? Am I right?
Yeah.
So two direction. Okay, Shivani, tell me the first step. What must I write?
To
We go to
Sorry.
the right first. Okay, Shivani.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me how I'm very obedient on you. Ask me to write what I will write down. Quick. Did you screenshot my yesterday lesson or not?
I screenshot. I watched the video. Yeah.
You watch the video, you have to screenshot that become your notes. Then you don't have to watch the video all over again. Then you can tell yourself, oh, this is this step, this step, this step. I repeat 10 times, I will know what to do.
I mean, I wrote it down.
You wrote it down. Okay, tell me then. Now apply. Apply what you have learned. Okay, what should I write? You have to know how to start. Am I right? Okay, Shivani. Faster. I write the first word for you. S.
Okay. Yeah. As x approaches infinity.
As x approaches infinity. Okay, next step.
It
Look at your function.
Yeah. As the graph approaches it, but it doesn't touch it, so it diverts, right?
Hello, I said look at the function.
Oh, yeah.
I said look at the function.
Looking at the function.
What should you write next? Faster.
Diverts from -3.
Why from -3? This function consists of two parts, correct?
Yeah.
That depend on the value of x, correct?
Yes.
So what must I write down?
It intercepts at 2/3.
Why intercept? Why intercept, you see? Am I asking for x-intercept, y-intercept? No, I'm not asking for that.
Right. 3x minus 2.
Yeah.
And then it goes towards infinity. I'm assuming.
Towards infinity, okay? Then what is another one that I have to talk?
Sorry?
Someone, continue. Don't say sorry.
Sorry,
Faster.
no, I didn't, you broke up for me. I couldn't really hear you.
Okay, then continue. What else must I write?
It,
You have done with this part.
right, sorry.
There's
I'm
another part.
completely blanking. Oh God, sorry.
You see, watching people play football, very excited. You go down and play, you see? So you have to know. Okay. So you please listen carefully, go through the video again and again and look at it.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so next one. Sarafina, tell me what to do. Next. Sarafina.
X plus 3.
X plus 3, yes.
Approaching infinity.
Approaching infinity. Okay, but for this case, we have to imagine the first infinity actually is 3 infinity, correct? Because there is a 3 here. Am I right? Hello?
Yeah, so that means does it mean it's 3 times more infinite than
Yeah. That is your imagination, but we still write that as infinity. You get me? Whatever I wrote in the
Yeah.
red is in your mind. So now what happened to my fx? Which is 3x minus 2 over x plus 3.
Close to 0.
Huh? Sure.
Close to
You look at the first one.
less than 0.
Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Don't be so fast. Look at here. If I write in red, then you tell me.
Oh.
Okay, Sarafini. It approaches what?
Approaches
Sarafina?
Three.
Approaches 3. So that's why all this you have to go with your imagination. So I can change the function in any way I like. Okay, approaches 3. Okay, if you look at here, this is your y equal to 3, correct? So you tell me the graph is below y equal to 3, correct? So over here, we will write from below. So that means your 3, y equal to 3 is the upper limit when x approaches infinity. That means the rest of the y value is less than 3. Are you clear? Okay. So let's look at the other direction first. As x approaches infinity, negative infinity. Okay, let's see. Okay, Safan, now your turn.
Yes.
Okay, what should I write? The next step.
As x approaching negative infinity, 3x minus 2 approaching negative infinity.
Okay.
Negative infinity.
So
And
actually, okay, then
x plus 3 also approaching negative infinity. So it will be negative 3 infinity per infinity. So it will be 3.
so that is your imagination, correct? So you will approach 3. But
Yep.
you look at the graph is above, correct? Here.
So it will be a lower point.
From?
A lower
Lower limit. So
lower limit.
we said the y approaches 3 from above. From above, that means the rest of the y is bigger than 3. You
Yes.
get me? So therefore, the horizontal asymptote is y equal to 3. Okay. Class, you see, this one in the exam, for your quiz, I can come out as 1 question. So I want to test your domain. You got 2 marks here. Vertical asymptote, 1 mark here. Draw sign diagram, 2 marks here. All must be correct. Sketch the graph. State the horizontal asymptote, state the vertical asymptote, 3 marks. Okay. Then part E. Okay, part E, if I say find the equation of the horizontal asymptote, you just tell me, I give you 1 mark. Do you know you can get this answer from the calculator also? Do you want to know how to get it from your calculator?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see graph? There is a table there. On top of the button graph, there is the word table. That one can give you the table of value for the function that you are talking about. So if I want to get to table, so what should I do? I should press second graph. Okay, you try and see. Second graph. Make sure you are at the yeah. You put second graph. Can you see? As your x become bigger, you take 118, 11 divided by 4 is approaching 3. 124 divided by 45 is approaching, you see, it's approaching a number called 3. You try to put your x. You can you type? Let me see whether I can type or not. Or I have to scroll. Yeah, then you can see it approaches a number 3, right? But it's not go near, it go near 3. You see or not, as your x increase. So you can do the table, you can put in decimal, you can put in whatever value you want. So you can play around with it. So you also can get your vertical asymptote. But if I ask you to show that the vertical asymptote is y equal to 3, you have to do this. Are you clear? Your GC can't help you if I use the word show. Are you okay? So everyone clear? Polynomial, the domain is all real value of x. Rational function, be very careful. Yep. Okay?
Miss,
Yes.
can I ask a question?
Why not?
I still not don't understand it. How do we know it's from below or from above? I know how to get 3, but I don't know why is it from below or from above.
That means
Negative.
the y value
Sorry.
all are less than 3. You see the graph here? The graph is below y equal to 3.
Okay.
That means the rest of the value of y as x approaches infinity is less than 3. That is another way of saying it. As x approaches negative infinity, all the value of y is greater than 3. But it gets closer and closer to 3. So that's why it gets closer to 3 from above. From above, this is above. Understand?
Yes, thank you.
So this is your looking the perspective. Okay?
Miss,
Yes?
can I ask a question?
Why not?
We key in the second graph to the table on the graphic calculator.
Yeah.
Then got many like.
Yeah, different value of x give you different value of y.
So what is it for?
No, it's just to tell you that as I increase the x, you see the value of y is approaching a number. You see or not?
Oh.
You take you can put in decimal. You put the thing in decimal. You go to your mode, you try to put everything in decimal.
Wow, mode. Then
you
mode.
go out mode. Then you put everything in decimal. Is your one in decimal? Decimal setting, let it float. Okay.
Okay.
You go to your second trace again. Okay, it's still fraction, am I? How am I going to change it to decimal? Then you will show you that the number is getting from less than 3 get closer and closer to 3. Okay, that one you go and play around with it. You give me some time. I check where to change.
Sure, miss.
Yeah, I see. You try first. You try first.
I scared later I.
Why you scared? No, it's okay one. It doesn't matter one.
Later you won't go back how?
You won't go back how? You go back. Then what you do is you reset the whole thing now. You reset the whole calculator. How to reset the whole calculator? Okay, everyone, I teach you how to reset the calculator. Huh? Okay, how to reset the GC? You press second plus second plus button. Okay, after you press second button, you want reset, correct? It's number 7, mark. Right? You see the reset is number 7. So everything they will delete off, huh? 7. Okay, all RAM no? 1. Or go back to default no? 721 no? 72 default. 722. 722 or 721. Okay, is okay, 712. Usually we put 712. 7. Then you put all RAM, then reset. Then everything will be gone. Then you go to everything, RAM clear. Okay, you can reset your button calculator. You don't have to worry. Wrong, try again now. Don't have to worry about that. Okay, so you go and play around with it.
Miss,
Yes.
I don't understand how to get 3.
What do you mean you don't understand how to get 3?
I don't know where you went after you got x plus 3 approaches infinity. I don't know how to get 3.
What do you mean you don't know how to get 3? You see how I write the 4th step. You see how I write the 4th step here?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. You try to imagine. Yeah. You look carefully. And I write here. Three times infinity divided by infinity, what do you get? Young man?
Yeah, you get 3.
Yeah, so that is how we get.
Oh, okay.
It depends on the function that we have. So you cannot, you have to look at the function that is given to you. So that is how you talk about, you apply what you have learned. That means if you can't see it, that means you still don't know how to apply. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but now I see.
Now you see it. So what you need to do is you have to bear in mind, this is a method, but the function can change, method cannot change. So when the function change, I have to give a thought to it. So that is where your thinking come in. That's why I can give you 1001 examples. If your thinking doesn't come in, I cannot help you also. Do you get me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, okay. So now quick, I only have 15 minutes to settle another function. Okay, now. Okay, so I'm going to talk about another type of function. You may see it before, but in your high school, your teacher hardly will give you this. For example, I say given. Okay, my gx is equal to negative square root of 2x squared minus okay, I got like that. 2x squared minus x minus 6. Yeah. So this type of function, whereby when we talk about square root, what is the very important thing that we have in mind? So this is called radical function. That means our function is here can be plus, can be minus, and square root, and inside there is an expression. Okay, the expression here can be positive, can be polynomial, can be anything, can be rational also. It doesn't matter. Okay, so whenever you talk about square root, if this is positive, the result will be real. If this is negative, the result will be not real. So when we talk about function, okay, function, all images must be real, correct? Am I right? So that means from here, we analyze that the expression in the square root must always greater than or equal to 0. Agree with me? So with this, then we have to find the domain. So whenever you see a radical function, you want to find the domain. Okay, so you have to find the domain. What are the possible value of x? Find the domain. So if I want to find the domain, the expression in the square root, which is 2x squared minus x minus 6 must be greater than or equal to 0, correct? Agree with me? So how am I going to solve this inequality? Hello? How am I going to solve this inequality? Next,
Use
no
the
Shazana. Shazana.
Find the roots.
Find the roots. Sure. You've forgotten what Miss Do say?
CTS. Sorry, use the formula CTS to find the exact root, or am I completely wrong?
Do you think that would be helpful?
Yes.
Haha.
Sketch
You
the
forgot
graph maybe.
you what is the purpose of a sign diagram for a given function? Yes. If I ask you, find the value of x when fx is greater than 0, still remember the few examples that I give you?
Yeah.
So how I find? That's why all these skills you must have in mind. What I will produce. What should I produce? Did you remember that sign diagram of a given expression or a given function will help me to solve inequality? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. You see? You all are students. Did you put important things in your mind? So that is where your focus is. Hello? So?
Yeah.
So if I name this expression as fx, so I should draw the sign diagram for fx, correct?
Yes.
So how to draw the sign diagram? So you take your calculator, scientific calculator, and find the x-intercept, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, tell me. What is the x-intercept?
2
2
and
Someone?
minus 3/2.
Negative 3/2. So that means I'm saying 2x squared minus x minus 6 equal to 0. So 2x minus 3, x minus 2, okay, here, equal to 0, correct? So correct. So then you determine the sign. So you can use your calculator to help you to determine the sign. If not, I can also use, because this is a quadratic. If A is positive, start from the left-hand side, positive, negative, positive. So now, if you look at this one, okay, I want it to be greater than 0. So I have to choose the positive region. Because greater than 0. Understand? So now I can determine the domain. So therefore, I use black. Okay, domain of Gx is, okay, open x. X is a member of real number. X must be less than or equal to negative 3/2, or x must be greater than or equal to 2. Okay, so when I draw the sign diagram of Gx, you look at negative 3/2, dotted line to full line. Okay, why I have to put dotted line between negative 3/2 and 2? Who can tell me why must I put dotted line? Nicholas? Ui.
Yes, teacher. Why you have to
Yes.
put dotted line?
Why must I put dotted line?
Because in between -3/2 to 2 is 0, x equals to, sorry, y will be 0.
Huh? Sure.
Gx equals
Okay.
0.
Y equal to 0. I give you if it's not 0, G, okay, I put 0 lah. I put, okay, never mind, I put 1. Okay, negative square root of 2 times -1 square minus -1 minus 6. So equal to negative square root of 2 plus 1 minus 6 equal to negative square root of -3. No solution. So I ask again, why as between -3/2 to 2, I must put dotted line? Nicholas?
Because x is smaller than -3/2 and x is bigger than 2.
No.
No.
You didn't answer the question.
I'm not sure, teacher. I'm sorry. I do not know.
Okay. Let's see here. Why -3 here? I have to put dotted line. Nicholas?
Yes.
Why -3 here? I have to put dotted line.
Because it's less than 0. Sorry.
No,
Because it cannot be 3.
Yes. It's not part of the domain. Now I'm very good in asking questions. The older I am, the better I'm asking questions to show that my students understand what I say. So Nicholas, can you please explain why this part I have to put dotted line?
Because it's not part of the domain.
Yeah. So anything on the sign diagram, if the X value is not part of the domain, you must put dotted line. So everyone understand this language. Then you can draw the graph. Do you know I have to make you understand this language? Do you know why? Okay, I can come up with a question like that. You see, while I teach, I can think of question to come up. Okay, I can come up with a question like that. I said given. Below is the sign diagram of function gx. Okay, then I give you the sign diagram. Okay, sorry. I give you the sign diagram. I tell you, I can play around with you. And here is 2. Okay, then I ask, state the domain. Okay, how are you going to state the domain? Muklis, tell me, what is the domain?
0 and 2.
Huh?
0 to 2.
0 to 2, Muklis. How can it be?
Because you said anything in between is not part of the.
Yeah, no? So how to state the way to state domain?
Oh, x dot x is a rational number.
X is a member of real number.
X is a member of real number.
Then?
And then x equals 0.
I tell you all, if I give you quiz now, all of you.
Less and equal to 0.
See or not? This is to the left, to the left. When you learn inequality in form 2, form 3, it can take all these values. So how we write less than, because this is a full line, equal to. And if I put here dotted line, okay, less than or equal to 0, or X is greater than
or equal to 2.
Cannot have equal because I put dotted line or
yeah,
put a circle.
Yes.
So all that must remember, please. Okay. Then I can also ask you, this is says love to ask which of the following is true. Okay. G negative 2 is less than or equal to less than 0. Number 2, G 2 is undefined. Number 3, G 3 is greater than 0. Okay, which one is true? Which of the following is or are true? Okay, which one? Number 1, true?
True.
True.
False.
True.
You look at the sign, you still, that means you still don't understand the sign on the
Not
sign
true.
diagram. Not true. Because when I look at the sign diagram for all x less than or equal to 0, gx is more than or equal to 0 because you have the positive sign. Okay, G2 is undefined, true or false?
True.
False.
True. Because dotted is not part of the domain. G3 is greater than 0, true or false?
True.
True. You see, I can straight away test your understanding of sign diagram based on this. So you have to understand what does the sign tell you. If positive, it means gx is greater than 0. That is how the sign speak to you. That's why maths is the hardest language to learn. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yeah. So you please learn up all the language. That is the sign. Can or not? Okay, you have to go for the other class. Thank you, class.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, thank you.
Miss, can you go back to the previous slide for a second?
Which one?
Oh, did you already delete it?
No. All the slide.
The slide before this, just one slide before. I just need to take a picture. Yeah.
Miss,
Yes.
how do you know immediately that the sign diagram is positive or negative without?
Oh, because this is a polynomial. When come to polynomial, correct? As long as there's no repeated root, don't have the same root. As long as the coefficient of the highest degree is positive, correct? So it start from the left, start from the right, positive, negative, alternate.
For every
Any polynomial, you can do that. It works.
okay.
Wait, Miss, can you repeat that?
For any given polynomial, if the coefficient of the highest degree is positive, correct? Then you start from the right, positive, negative. If the coefficient of the highest degree is negative, correct? Then you start negative, positive, negative, positive. So we don't have to test. So that is how we work fast.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Like between 2 and negative 3/2, we just keep it there.
Yeah.
Positive, nothing positive again.
Yeah. If it's repeated root. So this one is we go by experience, or you yourself explore.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay, thank you, Miss. Bye.